Tony Abbott's just sitting there, like,
All
hanging
right,
off the wires.
Declan.
Yes.
All right, we are live.
Now
Welcome
we're
to our
live.
tabletop. No more Tony Abbott jokes chewing on your wires. All right, Australian. That is amazing. Declan was 12 minutes late and lots of fun. All right, so sorry about that, guys, for the people that were actually waiting. If anyone was, I don't think there was.
No
Um,
one. Tumbleweed.
no one. No, we have no viewers at the moment. So anyway, so welcome to something about tabletop. This is the second session of Frags to Riches, which is going to be Too Many Bees in the Beehive. So, this is a continuation of Frags to Riches 1. I'll chuck this in the description below for people to check it out. This is going to be our little campaign thing that we'll be doing. Hopefully we can do it more frequently in the future, but we'll see. Alrighty, so basically at this point, they have become Monroe's right-hand men in Hong Kong, in a place called the Beehive. The Beehive is a multiple apartment buildings and megaplexes that have been combined in Yau Tsim Mong, in a kind of a dingy area. The Beehive itself is an apartment complexes, and people run like little shops and markets out of them, and other services, street docks, all this kind of stuff. And there are four main buildings, which each of them are so that they're on like basically a square kind of thing if you're looking at the map. So you got like the northeast block, then northwest, southeast, and southwest. Yep, just so you guys know, in the future, Monroe's block is on the northwest. But that may come in. You guys have met up with Monroe once again after he gave you guys a short call, just saying he's finally got you guys another job, and this thing is going to be more of a project than a single job in itself. Payment will be negotiated when we're planning this shit. Depends on how much you guys want to get paid, depends on how much you will get paid. But he says, nonetheless, it won't be chump change, that's for sure. So, you guys meet up in his very small office. The cramped room on the upper floors of the northwest block itself. There's no precautions or anything that you guys are doing, anything paranoid. There's no reason you guys have to do it. But is anyone doing anything like that? Is anyone approaching this building in a strange way? You guys are just going to walk through this front door of Monroe's little office. Yeah, cool. Everyone's being normal and not weird?
Yep.
Alright, sweet. So Monroe's sitting at his desk, this time not trying to be over dramatic. He says, "How you doing, guys? Come down, sit down. Alrighty. So this is how this little jobby's gonna go. If you didn't know, I don't know if you did know, there's four gangs. Big, they're not big street gangs. I mean, they're big in the Beehive. The little Beehive has its own little world of its own, its own little hierarchy. There's four street gangs. Each one is controlling its own little apartment complex. Simple as that. They worked out a truce a while ago. They don't step on each other's toes or anything like that. They did for a while, but it's not a problem. Either way, I want one of these street gangs to lead the Beehive. Having four, it's not going to work. I want one. While Monroe is staying here, he wants to have one leader, not four. He doesn't want to have to deal with it. Plus, Monroe has some bigger plans for the Beehive. Maybe taking over it, but that's something in the future. Either way, I want one of these street gangs to be on my side, and on top of that, I want them to be my friends. I want them to take the place over. Maybe trick them a little bit. We'll see how it goes. And you are all going to help me accomplish this. Now, payment for this kind of job is a little bit wishy-washy, but we'll deal with it when it comes. You'll minimum at least be getting 10 when you finish this. On top of the effort and the time that it's going to come into putting this through, we may be able to deal with something here. Maybe we might be able to organize some cuts of some of their profits and things, because you might be becoming a little bit of a... Well, you're my right-hand man, you know. I'll deal with it. Either way, you guys are going to be getting minimum 10 when you finish this. How long is it going to take? I don't know. Sound good?
That's acceptable.
That works for me.
Alrighty then. I'm assuming it's too good for you too as well, as he points to the shaman and the maximum blade. Yeah, yep, okay, it's good.
I'm not gonna try and bargain it up.
Well, yeah, then just say it's good then, yeah. Alright. Either way, I guess I better talk about the 4 gangs you're gonna be dealing with. Now, I haven't met with them personally apart from the one on this little complex. It's a small street gang formed and controlled by a street dog calling himself Dr. Fix-It. They sell and buy second-hand wear. That's how they make most of their money. Down on the bottom basement floor, they got themselves a small little lab and chop shop. Anyway, they deal in mostly shit like chrome. They call themselves the Slashers. From what I hear, the guy that's leading the gang, Mr. Fix-It, he only really formed it when he was having problems with the Slashers themselves, the actual gang. Then he worked out a deal, and next thing you know, boom, he's the leader of the gang. From what I know about him, a few of them are pretty chromed up as well. Mostly cyber arms and stuff, usually second hand, nothing amazing. Once again, we are dealing with street gangs here. Don't think you're gonna be with some people with fucking Ares Alphas with grenade launchers and fucking swords for hands, as he points to Mr. Swords for Hands. Next is a small street gang controlled by a small family of adepts, the Ye Shao. They're a small chumps change. They're not even big enough to be triads, so I mean, these adepts not too powerful, so don't be worrying about it. They own a small little dojo which they converted out of, well, it's not really small. It's made up of a couple of rooms that they smashed down and turned into a small dojo on the 4th floor of the northeast building. A lot of the dudes on their little gang of martial arts and adepts. The dojo itself is pretty successful, thinking it's just a street place. A lot of people in the Beehive go there for meditation and such, and learning martial arts. They seem like a pretty chill folk. Alright, the next, a gang controlled by an ex-Shadowrunner calling himself Mize. He's the facey type, likes to talk, usually was the one doing the negotiations, social infiltration and such. Anyway, he has a lot of contacts, well, I mean, not a lot, I mean enough to actually get them decent weapons. He's on the southeast. His men are actually armored with some fully automatic weapons, some decent armor, stuff like that. He himself is a little bit full of himself from what I hear, thinking himself top-notch. Actually fixed the material, which I find laughable. Anyway, the next is on the southwest. They're controlled by an ex-security decker. Got fired, stole a bunch of shit, and then he started selling it. He mostly small-time counterfeit wares, software, and even BTLs. On his side, he actually was able to steal a ship and the cameras, so his beehive is actually his eyes. Most of the beehives around, they don't really have cameras unless it's near their actual main floors and bases of work. Either way, I want you to meet the gang, see how they are, get a feel, choose one, talk to me about it. I may or may not agree. Right now, I don't really care. I mean, most of all, I want to make sure that they got some decent connections. I mean, all of them seem interesting enough. But I'll ultimately let the decision fall in your hands because you're going to be meeting them personally. Now, I don't really want to drop the bomb about them working for me straight away, unless they want to know. You mean, just kind of, you're here to help, or at least here to learn about them. And then ultimately, you can take out the rest of the street gangs, either with them or without them. I mean, trust me, 4 Shadowrunners can take on easily some of these gangs. They're not too strong. They got some manpower, but take out their leader, most of the guys will scamper away. No problem. Alrighty. So, work as soon as you can. Get it done as soon as you can. Sound good?
Yep.
Yes,
You're
Mr.
working.
Monroe.
As he slaps the table. If you need anything else, if you need me to get you anything, I could do that as well. Right now, my connections are limited though, so I might have to do that personally myself. If need be, I'll be willing to go down and meet these folks if they need to meet me. I have the locations of all their little main bases and when they like to hide a hole inside the beehive. And most importantly, don't get yourselves killed. So, any questions?
Do you know if any of the gangs or the leaders have any particular relationships, friendly or not, towards each other?
That's something I don't exactly know. You might have to talk to people. I know that the truce is very uneasy around here, but they banded together to make sure that the triads can't get in. That's not something they want. Whether it's a jealousy of not being able to get in the triads, or ultimately not liking them, I don't know.
They certainly would probably likely have better connections than these street gangs do.
Oh, definitely. I mean, most of the connections they'd have, the triads would have anyway. So, yeah.
Well, I guess the next step is start getting some information, figuring out what's what.
Exactly. Go do the talk to talk. All right. We're good.
We're all good. Let's begin.
Well, I mean, you can use this office to talk anyway. I mean, I'm probably just going to be sitting here anyway, so doing some work, doing some calls. But I mean, I've only really got one room in this office, so just stay quiet. So
True.
now, yeah, so you guys can plan ahead. Monroe will be easily there to answer any questions. He's just doing some general business stuff. Seeing as the actual office space that is holding, it's fucking tiny. It's barely one room. So yeah, go ahead.
I just realized it's going to be really hard without a hacker.
There's only one place that's actually easily hackable. I'm telling you that right now. The rest of the places, there's not so many people. This is actually mostly with your mouth and your chops to be able to get this information.
Oh, okay. I can't do anything then. I'm just going to sit here and you can wake me up.
Well, you're the muscle man. You can apply that muscle when necessary. If you guys
Yeah,
plan to
it's
go that
applying
route.
leverage. As I say. Maximum blade is always fantastic leverage.
I'll apply swords to them in my tummy cavity.
That was rather drawn out.
Well, I mean, eventually you're going to have to kill these guys or run them out anyway, so, I mean, maximum blade comes into handy then. So,
yeah, that's
what do you guys
the point.
find? Who do you guys like the sounds of? Who do you want to meet? What order? What are you thinking?
So
Personally,
Yin
I
kind of
like
likes the
the
sound of the dojo guys.
Yeah, I want to fight them and kill them.
Yeah, I think you do.
For what purpose?
Because they're tough.
That's
and
the
I'm
sole
tough.
purpose.
Yeah, that is exactly the sole purpose.
But Blade, like, there could be ally ninjas to help you in your battles against the demon triads.
Maximus has no allies.
Yeah.
As he looks over at you with the evilest fucking eye ever. Oh. Yeah.
Just sits down and pulls out his action figures.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll do that. Just make quiet. I'll play out the action.
No, the whole time everyone's playing, Maximum Blade's just sitting there, just like, fuck you, you go there.
It's him fighting seven.
Fuck you, yes, bitch.
Keeps him from being disruptive during the planning stage.
It's like, Maximum Blade, can you go sit in the corner and do that? It's like, I moves over the corner. It's just like,
Why am I imagining Maximum Blade with swords for hands out, but playing with his action figures like shish kebab, just like.
Well, yeah, it is Maximum Blade. Why would he be normal?
Yin is going to look to the non-Maximum Blades in the party and then say, I can look into the astral planes in the beehive if you wish.
It's like a lot of bodies, and without general location, you're kind of just flying around blind.
That is true. But it does allow me to see any spirits or ward activity.
That's true. That's true.
What part of this? Oh, Hong Kong's like riddled with spirits, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Are we in Kowloon Ward City? Because if case, please don't fly around. Bad juju.
Oh, nah, we don't go to Kowloon War City.
No, you guys are in Yatsen Mong. You're fine.
We could go see this Dr. Fix-It. He probably would be pretty fascinated with our friend over here.
Just look at look at Maximum Blade's hulking figure. I'm not really sure I want that. I'm pretty sure they'd rather try and scrap him.
I remember the last time someone tried to touch his swords. Even though my brain tries to repress it.
Yeah. But no, for the most
So,
part.
what are the
I
quick
like the sound
recap
of
of the
the
gangs again?
Sorry?
Can I get a quick recap of the gangs?
Alright, so there is a Chrome gang that mostly deals in second-hand acquiring and then redistributing of Chrome. There is a adept martial artist gang that just general does gang things in terms of how they make their money. They generally just control their area and extortion and that kind of stuff. Then there is one controlled by a Shadowrunner named Myers. Who, basically he just seems to be trying to become like a new fixer or whatever, or something like that, and he's like controlling a gang to kind of get there. Because of his connections and stuff in the streets, he's able to actually get some decent arms and armor for his men. So some fully automatic weapons and like nice solid armor and stuff like that. And then there is basically a Decker gang kind of thing. They deal in counterfeit software, BDOs, and counterfeit like comlinks and shit like that. But it's not like major big time or anything like that. But they actually have a matrix security cameras and stuff like that on their floor. Not on their floor, in their building. If they're on the southwest, the face Shadowrun gang is the southeast corner. Northeast for the Adepts and northwest for the Chrome.
So, I think the most defensive of the lot, if we needed to like protect the beehive, would be the Deckers. However, if we want to handle the offensive stuff, I think like the Adepts would be probably our first port of call, and then the cyberware dudes.
Well, it might be useful to try to ask around and get some information, find out what the relationship is, if there's one that seems to be in more control of the others, if there's some that have some animosity that we can take advantage of.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should probably start talking to like randoms on the street before we start picking sides.
Alright, sounds good.
Wrong my knowledge is. I do have like pretty much every single gang knowledge under the fucking sun.
Yep.
Yeah, 4 hits.
Well, these guys are piece of shit chump change. You barely know their names. Yeah, sure they exist. A lot of these gangs actually were, like, some of them were remnants of stuff on the streets that are now being pushed into the beehive. And, I mean, they're starting to get big now. And you do know about this little peace pact that they've made. Basically, so they don't get absorbed by the triads because they want to keep some of their own identity.
Yeah.
You do know that peace pact is definitely waning these days, but you don't know the specifics.
And we're looking to recruit and then eventually dissolve into, like, Monroe's power?
Yeah, basically, that's what you guys are looking to do.
So, but, like, they'd still have their identity, so they'd be cool with it, as opposed to the Triads saying, you work for us now.
Hmm.
And personally, we also need to find one of the ones that isn't just horribly racist, and especially doesn't like metatypes, because Boss is a metatype.
Oh yeah, I forgot racism happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost
Can
forgot
I
people hated me.
use my knowledge of the Triads to know if they've made any recent active moves against any of the gangs here? If they've made any attacks or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. Make a roll.
5 hits.
5 hits. You did hear. I mean, these gangs haven't really made moves that aren't just. They've only been defensive. They really don't want the Triads in here. Basically because they don't want to be assimilated in any way. But from all the counts of attacks being made of like found Triad members moving inside the beehive, it's pretty much always been Myers, his gang.
So Mize is like he's sort of antagonizing the Triads.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't 100% know that, but from what you can tell from the actions, yeah.
Hmm. So where do we want to start, guys?
I can roll a d4 if you guys can't do it.
I want to
Yes,
fight
I
the martial art
believe
people. Let's move.
Okay.
Max Blake is up. Let's find some martial art people.
I didn't train for fight.
Let's test
Years
their
of my
kung
life.
fu.
I didn't.
Hey! I don't want you just like straight out attacking the
Alright,
floor.
yeah.
Just
So
just
Yin
like them.
Yin's gonna like start like making her way over to the quadrant that
Right,
martial art people are, but she's gonna like ask around at a shop, like she's going to go to like a tea shop or something and ask for like a traditional
Yang tea?
a green tea, and then just bring up in a conversation subtly anyone who like is protecting this area.
Hmm. Well, I
And
guess that's
and
you trying
knowing
to
Yin,
con
I'm
the
gonna roll.
information out of them, aren't you?
I'm trying to etiquette the information out of her.
Okay,
So,
etiquette.
like,
Yeah. Because you're trying to blend in. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say, oh, so have you da da da? But knowing Yin, she'll fuck this up. Yeah. Oh, actually, 2 hits.
All right. So, are you heading to the northeast building to do this? The building where they are located?
Yeah.
Wishao? Yep. All right. Just asking, what exact like questions are you asking, kind of thing? Like, what are you trying to information you trying to grab at?
So I'm gonna like gently weave in. Is there a good place to meditate around here? And then like if she says, oh yeah, the dojo. Oh, who owns it? Oh, blah 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 blah. And then oh, are they nice people? And then just kind of go from there.
He's talking to his mom.
Sorry, what was that, man? I missed that entirely.
Okay, so basically just find the tea shop and say, oh, is there a nice place to go meditate around here? And if they say the gang, she'll go, oh, interesting. Who owns it? And then they'll go the gang, and they're like, oh, they're nice people, and then just kind of like get the goss that way.
Yeah, but what goss do you want?
If they're nice people, like, are they the kind of
So you
gang?
just want to know what they're like.
Yeah.
From what you hear of the Wei Xiao, they don't seem to have any animosity by the people that are in that quadrant at all. Apparently, they're quite nice. You do hear that the person who's controlling the gang, named Ling Wei Xiao, he is like an elder Apparently, he used to own another dojo until it was actually taken control of and basically seized by a local triad at that time. They don't know who's controlling it at the moment. It's nowhere near here. But other than that, they just generally control the area. You know, you just have to pay your dues. They're not too much. Even if you're late, they don't mind. They kind of let it happen, and then they come get it another time. And basically, the dojo is pretty much open to anyone that's like, if anyone paying their dues in that quadrant, they just let anyone go to the dojo. And they, from what people know, you know, from just by hearing, like, the people that they have a number of adepts, it's mostly the people in the Wei Shao family. But yeah, people actually seem to like them, but they don't seem to have like an ultra high control of the area either. They just seem to be living out in this area, in this quadrant.
Cool. So
But
they're more like offering protection money and that kind of stuff instead of forcing people
Yeah.
into prostitution and like slinging drugs.
yeah, they're not actually trying to make shitloads of money. They're just trying to exist, and they've just kind of become a street gang because of that. Their most gang activities is actually to do with the other gangs not letting them in the area, which isn't so much a problem anymore once they made truce. But before then, it was pretty bad. A lot of infighting. But luckily, they're martial artists.
So like, crap. But what's your character's name again?
Shed.
Shade. These people sound really actually kind of nice. I don't think I feel comfortable with letting Maximum Blade murder them all. Can we like send him to another place to do that?
Once it gets the thought in his head, he just wants to do it, so you're gonna have to direct his attention to something else.
Do you think telling him that the robot Soviets from downstairs are coming to get him and direct him to the other gang?
I'm not sure we should send Maximum Blade to go murder a shop full of people. That sounds...
It's exactly
Yeah,
a chop
yeah.
shop.
That might be
Now that
getting
you
a little
mention
ahead of
it.
ourselves.
That is getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
The whole
Do
run
we
just
want to
turns
take
into...
him?
There we go.
Do we want to take him to a toy shop while you talk to
Unless the
contact?
toy shop specializes in limited edition Maximum Blade figurines. And
I'm gonna
is-
roll
and-
knowledge to see if there is any of those in the entire sprawl. I got one.
Whoa!
hit.
If you're going to be checking the entire sprawl, that would take you better part of the day.
Jesus,
Unless you're
right,
asking.
no.
I'm just
making a
asking.
knowledge check.
Yeah. So I got one hit on knowledge check.
Was that a knowledge, sorry, or?
Yeah, knowledge Hong Kong to see if there's any in the sprawl.
I mean, you've seen those figurine shops before. Whether or not they have limited edition Maximum Blade figurines. You remember seeing one when you guys were up here the other day, like a week or so ago. The Maximum Blade checked out. You're not sure if you'd be entertained about that now.
That's
He's
the other
already
problem.
bought
Maximum Blade.
everything.
Hmm. Well, he may not try and fight them once he sees that they're just regular people, and that they don't look like the ninjas from his movie.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that is the case.
I don't know. Yeah, no, if they actually look like just cliche movie ninjas, that's probably why I would fight them. If they just
Yeah,
look
but
like
if he-
normal people, I'd probably go, this is bullshit!
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
are the
So
ninjas? Exactly.
he's like,
Yeah,
why aren't they all dressed
exactly.
in fucking black, obscuring their faces?
So do you want to do like a day trip and go to the dojo?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a place to start.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, I head over to the dojo with the rest of the crew.
Alright. So, at this point, you guys head over to the dojo. It's on the 4th floor of the... Which building was it? The northeast building. Do you guys just head down there just whenever? Or you try to head down there when you know that there's going to be a class going on? Or they,
Personally, I'd like to
before you know
go
the
like
times?
there. I'd like to check it to see how these classes are. Honestly,
Alright, cool.
it might interest Maximum Blade even. Who knows? But
Yeah. Well, just from checking out the classes themselves, they seem to be, I don't know, in fairly odd times when just asking about them, and well, they'd obviously have like pamphlets and stuff around. But
Yeah.
on better investigation, you're thinking it's basically in non-peak areas of when, like, where most people would be coming in to buy shit, like
Yeah.
non-peak times. So it's in strange times, I guess, like fairly late, quite early, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing at this point you guys just wait for the next one, then head on in.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so you guys head on in at the door kind of place. You basically head down the 4th floor, and you can see there's been some heavy modifications in terms of the architecture. Walls have been knocked down and stuff. Don't worry, they haven't knocked down support walls. They've done it intelligently enough. And at one point, there's been like a larger door kind of installed, and there's multiple dudes in like navy blue geese just kind of standing there. You've seen them around the place. Like some of them maybe just like looking like general guards kind of thing. I don't know, not like wearing the geese like they are right now.
Maximum Blade screams and is triggered.
Yeah. They don't look like ninjas by any means, but I mean...
These geese, though.
Yeah.
I want to... Is there a sensei-looking figure?
No, because you guys haven't actually entered into the main dojo yet.
Oh, we
This is
haven't
like the
entered,
main
okay.
front door.
Alright,
and
I'm
they're kind of
twitching.
standing there, like taking orders
twitching.
and stuff as people are coming in. Or just letting people through kind of thing, acting as guards.
I feel this is a bad idea.
You start noticing a spring in my step.
No.
No.
I get that feeling as well.
What are you going to do, Bluey?
It's nothing yet. Nothing.
Nothing. So you guys going to head over there and just talk to them and ask to come in, or what are you guys doing?
No, one second.
Blade, do you think you could ask them about ninjutsu and how to learn the path of the ninja?
I thought you'd never ask, and I walk out to one of the security guards.
And what are you asking?
Take me to your leader! Chinese scum!
Oh God, what
The
have I
guy
done?
looks at you with like, what the hell? Are you speaking in English? Or...
Yeah.
He only knows English.
He just looks at them confused, and they speak in, Cantonese to each other, and look at him confused again, and then in broken English, I'm not scum. Get out of here.
Oh, I said take me to your leader!
If you wish to come in, you have to pay the price. As he points towards the 5 new yen to get in or whatever.
I pay 25 million. I pay 25 million and just go, you can go in. You've won trial by combat, Maximum Blade. It's okay.
Yeah, I
Don't
always
kill
win.
anyone.
I walk past and do like a...
They actually try to stop you, because you still have the swords on your back, don't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're like, no weapons, kind of thing.
These aren't weapons, these are an extension of my body.
Oh my God, that's literal.
Yes. Really fucking literal.
That's fucking perfect.
They just kind of look at you strangely as like, no sword, pointing towards your swords.
Right in front of him, I slap my hands off into my fucking knee, like legs, and goes, I don't have any hands! These are what my hands are!
Do you put them onto your hands?
No, not yet. I just hold up stubs.
They seem to be like, almost like amazed and confused that you just removed your hands. And
I did it at lightning quick speed, I'm just like, boom, straight into my arm and legs.
and they still like, no sword, no gun, no sword.
I don't even.
Looks like I got myself into a sticky situation.
Maximum Blade, don't you want to show the ninjas that you are a master at unarmed combat? That you
I
don't
do.
even need blades?
Biggest dilemma of my fucking life.
It's such a good
Next thing you
character.
know.
I'm
You're just
so
like the
torn.
sun! Do some carnival stuff! What are you doing with the first one with the blade hand?
John, while this is going on,
Yeah, do
walks
something
up
useful.
to the guy, kind of looks back over at Maximum Blade, then turns back to him as he kind of rolls his eyes and speaks to him in Cantonese. Apologize for my friend. He's
Bulb.
Yes, I'm
he's very into our culture and has seen too many action vids. And he opens up his jacket and slowly makes a point of, just using a couple fingers to pull out one of his pistols. And I assume there's some place to leave them, or if he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'd be like a lock, like maybe a safe lockbox type thing nearby. They've got like a desk or whatever to kind of have things and put them in. He thanks you. They don't actually make an overly effort to try to check you guys, just so you know. They just kind of look you over.
Yeah.
And if
Well,
you
that's
didn't
good,
like them,
because he's got another one that's not as obvious.
I wasn't handing my guns over. If Maximum Blade possibly loses it, I'm gonna have to stun him out.
Yeah, that was one of my
Try to.
concerns too. So basically, then I'll kind of reach back and give Maximum Blade a pat on the shoulder and kind of usher him through.
Alright, so did they take my blades, or they let me
They
through?
really they want your blades, but I mean, if you can, they're basically like, we need to take his swords unless you can assure that he's not going to go stabbing people. Basically, he says that to Dennis.
He'll
Going
nod
to
and
each
say,
other.
I will keep him in line one way or another.
Is that good? You'll be personally held responsible if he attacks anyone.
And I bow my head.
Yeah,
And,
they
and
let
usher
you win.
through.
Alright.
So
Now I'm
you
looking,
enter in-
I'm looking for a sensei.
Yeah, well, pretty much the dojo's super open, so pretty much you can immediately see everyone's rank and file, and they're right now going through some stretching exercises and stuff like that, slow movements, and the people actually on the dojo floor aren't like ultra awesome martial artists. You can see a lot of mum and pop kind of thing, people around, and you can see some proper adept looking people and like really fit, but they actually seem to be at the front directing people, and way on the other side of the dojo, kind of at the front, he's right now kind of sitting there and half in meditation, like watching over kind of thing. Everybody kind of working out. You can see a rather old, frail-looking man.
Oh shit!
This place looks. Go on, sorry.
He's totally gonna like rip to the second he takes off his robes, anime style.
So, first of all, I just kind of want to set up from the background that our team has been kind of together for a while. And my character loves action movies too, though he goes more for the John Woo gun style movies. But I imagine that John and Maximum Blade have hung out watching movies before.
Oh,
and so they have kind of that
Maximum
thing in
Blade
common.
movies.
Yeah, and as he kind of ushers him through and they get past the guards and they have a couple seconds alone, he'll kind of lean in and whisper and say, you have to remember that these are mere mortals, your Maximum Blade. If you want to truly test your skills, you should do it without your blades because they won't stand a chance and you won't really know the true measure of what they have.
Oh, I know. I know.
So he'll kind of establish that, trying to talk him away from basically start chopping people in half.
I was never actually going to use my swords. I'm just going to tell you guys. I just don't like people talking.
We can't.
Right now, you don't even have your hands on. Like, if you back on.
No, I'm going to slip my hands back on, and as I do this, I'm going to light up a cigar in this sacred, clean place.
One of the. Basically, there's there's guards kind of thing that are watching over everything, that are kind of standing there, and as they kind of see you do that, they walk over and ask you to put it out.
Yeah, Yina's just wincing.
Okay, if that's going to put it out, I fucking breathe in as much of it as possible. You see it burn down. And just for like a fucking minute, my face is going red.
They do not seem pleased. This one particular guy that's there.
And John just kind of stands there whistling to himself to fill the time in between when he was asked and when he finishes the cigarette really quickly.
Yeah, Yin is just going to spend the entire minute just apologizing for him.
And
Just
then I'm going to
over and
ask
over.
them to point me to the strongest person in this dojo.
Oh no, Blade, please no.
He says the strongest. What do you mean?
Best fighter.
He said, well, that would be Master Lee.
Master
As he
Lee.
points to-
Master Yi, please.
As he points to the front of the dojo, where right now he's kind of overseeing it, shouting out commands and stuff like that as he's kind of standing and walking. Even though
I don't
Zoran
care if I
Frags'
die.
posture's good and he has a spring in his step.
Yeah, I do not give a fuck single shit if I die. I'm just gonna.
Oh, I'm
I
more worried
can't-
about you. I'm just more concerned about you just straight up fucking killing him.
I don't think I will kill him. I think
You're
he would
still
just-
Maximum Blade, it's the thing. You're
I'm
still a
gonna-
disgusting combat character.
I'm gonna start walking over to him.
All right,
As
so
as
well,
I do.
are you going around the group of people that he's basically overseeing as a teacher? Are you like walking through them?
It's Maximum Blade, you have to ask the
No.
question.
Yeah, no, you
I
just-
will.
But as I'm doing this, I'm popping kamikaze.
Oh my
No!
god!
No!
I want to fight this fuck, and I can't do it. straight away.
Unfortunately,
Well, okay, sorry. What are you saying, Dennis?
I'm just waiting for him to.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tom's mom.
Oh god. Yin is just gonna scream like
The
You
whole
have stun spells.
wildly.
Sorry,
You have
guys.
stun spells, don't you?
So
Right?
basically, once the guy's pointed out and Maximum Blade starts moving towards him with a
Charging.
purpose.
I'm not charging. I'm just like gonna power walk. Doosh, doosh, doosh,
Right,
doosh.
so but John slips ahead of him and kind of politely and as gently as possible works with the rhythm of the people to kind of edge them out of the way so that by the time he comes through, he's not bowling
Yeah,
people
so-
over.
Basically, if you
unfortunately-
guys start disturbing the group, immediately, you know, the master can kind of see this is happening, and he basically, who are you? Who do you think you are? What are you doing?
And
I'm Maximum
unfortunately,
Blade.
because
Okay.
I moved in front of him, I didn't see him pop whatever it was that he took, so I'm
No,
completely
it's inside.
aware
It's
that
internal. It's a inside. And
I'm
I don't
gonna roll
know,
visual
who's,
perception though.
who's talking to who? Because is he talking to me?
Yeah, so he is speaking Cantonese, and he says, "I do not speak English." What is he saying?
I'm basically like bloody. I'm gonna fight you and become the best fighter in whole of Hong Kong. Challenge me now.
A young
John-
girl that's nearby him kind of whispers in his ear, seemingly translating. And at this point, he just puts his hand up, and then he just says in Cantonese, "Let's fight then."
Yeah.
So John bows respectfully to the master and then gets out the way.
I copy all of the movies in the one-on-one one-on-one combat. So I do all like the bows.
What he learned was etiquette once in a movie.
Yeah, actual etiquette from movies.
All right.
That would be
So is
Japanese
it
etiquette
fire-
though, wouldn't it?
Huh?
Basically, this is going to be a roll of the initiative as you fight a frail old man.
Okay.
Oh, please be like Master Roshi. Don't just be an old guy. Oh god.
No, but like it's just the thing, like because like he's still good at what he does. But the thing is, we're looking at Maximum Blade, and Maximum Blade is just a fucking ridiculous combat character, and that's
Yeah.
the thing.
So
it's
are we
like
actually
Kalme.
rolling? Are we
Yeah,
rolling
so
initiative now?
Basically, they push out a decent size for you guys to fight, and then you bow, and then
I'm I'll blitz it.
Can you even
Sure.
punch non-lethally?
I can ask. Can't I devote it?
yeah. You can make any normal physical damage stun by taking a -2, I think.
I think it's a
What's
cold
minus
shot.
It's a cold shot.
It's
Yeah.
-4, yeah.
Yeah, it's -4. But I mean, on Kamikaze, I don't think Maximum Blade has the capacity to do
Oh
so.
yeah, no.
I'll make you make a composure check if you want to.
Yeah.
Oh god. Charisma plus willpower. Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
no,
is kind of.
No, I have 5 willpower. I have 5 willpower.
Oh yeah.
Reaction
That's-
plus intuition.
He's very
minus
strong-willed, just not intelligent.
76. I got 24.
He got
He might-
27.
Fuck.
Remember, he was an adept.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
I know. I just
He
rolled
goes
40 on
first. He comes leaping in, his hands flowing, basically moving out of characteristic with what you would assume he would, or you assumed he would move like that, either way. And then he's going to make an unarmed strike against you. You can defend with reaction plus intuition, or do you have unarmed plus reaction? I don't know if you can parry.
Yeah, I have unarmed, like...
Oh, you
fuck
can take a -5 if you want to parry, actually, so it's up to you what you want to do.
Is that to my initiative, or...
Yeah.
-5 to my initiative, that would,
To parry, yeah.
if I...
You can just do reaction plus intuition. That one works too.
Yeah, no, I'd take a -1 to that, because dimmer ball, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. I'll -5 my initiative and
19.
parry with my unarmed. So, I'll roll. And I'll edge to reroll. Oh, that was good. I only got fucking 4.
Only
That's
4.
bad. That is bad on an edge roll. I
Alright,
immediately
you lose 2 reaction.
to reaction. Alright, down to
Yes.
3. Mm-hmm.
As he
That's
strikes you, you can feel like a strange numbing sensation.
Okay.
Oh, can I watch this in like astral perception? I kind of want to see the master at work.
Well, you can see basically. I mean, in Astral, you'd basically be seeing like the flow of the magic of the killing hands and the nerve strike and stuff like that. And his body
Yeah.
would be emanating a slight, more powerful magical aura. Making a sensing check to see if you can see his magic.
Oh shit! Do I even have a sensing, or did I forget that?
I
do
think you
have
took
a
it, it wasn't very
sensing.
high ranks.
You need
So
to
if
get
you
the
have
sensing
a
out.
sensing, you're a terrible mage.
It's disgustingly low. I got 2 hits.
That's high enough, actually, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that is. He has 5 magic.
Ooh, nice.
Alright. My turn?
Yeah, you got 10.
Alright. I'm just going to initial edge this because it's go big or go home. I'm on Kamikaze, I don't care.
Okay, sure.
Gonna kill him.
I got 9 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Ooh!
He's gonna make his dodge check.
He could probably do better, actually, yeah.
No, he's not using edge, bro. So you come down with a powerful strike with a fist. He
I got
tries
9
to
hits.
dodge, but the unnatural
I'm-
speed of the pistons firing in your
Yeah, it's pistons.
cyber he was unable to basically dodge because it's like he's used to organics, but you're like
9
you
strength.
slam him straight into the face. And he's not wearing armor.
Oh, God.
You smash him straight into the head. You guys can hear an obvious, powerful crunch
Yeah.
from his head as he hits it. Blood spurts from his face.
Oh
and
god.
collapses to the floor.
No, Yin is just making a break for it and like
At this
pushing
point,
his blade out
I
of the
want
way.
everyone to roll initiative.
Yin's gonna be screaming, I know, I can heal him, I can heal him!
I think
make
he's dead.
a negotiation diplomacy check if you don't want to fight. And
Yeah,
say
I just
something.
scream, I am the strongest fighter!
Oh god! Okay, I'm going to edge this.
Actually, I need to
Because
roll
I
my
need
Kamikaze to see how long it lasts for. It's lasting for 20 minutes.
I think,
Oh, I've got 2 hits on the negotiation test. Not to fight, but just saying, I can save him! I know magic! I can heal him!
At this point, everyone kind of stop and they just kind of stop him from fighting, stop him as they kind of.
I do the traditional bows of like,
Yeah.
to my
fucking
opponent.
yeah.
So I go up to the master,
Oh,
and
yeah, sure.
I hit him with a trauma patch.
You're
Or is
looking
he
at
just
him.
so-
Do you have medicine or a medical knowledge or anything?
No!
His head is noticeably flatter on one side.
Oh god!
While he's
I'm
doing
gonna-
that,
I'm
I
gonna do
move
it.
up and start pushing Maximum Blade towards the door with one hand
As I'm like
I'm,
jumping around, just like.
as I'm standing in front and just keeping an eye on everybody else.
Fucking so
Okay.
happy with myself right now.
The chick that was with like standing by him and was overseeing them as well is right now crying and like
Oh my
they seem
god.
pretty distraught.
You're
You
a
definitely
bad
killed
man.
him. Like
Oh,
definitely killed him. He
Well, the
critical
thing is-
was
Still
just
gonna
body
try.
check to resist the damage.
Oh,
He's
his
dead.
critical glitched?
Yes. He only had 3
no.
body.
Okay,
The
okay.
thing is, right, I was gonna denote non-lethal, and you're on kamikaze, would you rationalize that? And I'm like, oh, probably not.
I said no. You
Yeah.
could make a composure check if you wanted, but you didn't. So you just hit him hard.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
that's
figure out
right.
what spirit
Yeah.
is health, because I'm gonna try and summon the spirit to, like, help me save him. Like, it's futile, but yeah, I kinda have to. She doesn't want him to die.
Declan and Dennis, what are you guys doing at this point? You can see a lot of the martial arts dudes like looking like pretty nervous, but they're kind of surrounding you guys, but they seem pretty
Well-
nervous about it.
Yeah, well, like I had said, what I wanted to do as soon as the old man
Yeah, sorry, go
fell,
ahead.
and she ran up and started working on him. I moved in front of Maximum Blade, reaching back with that one hand, kind of pushing him towards the door as I kind of stood in front of him and keeping eyes on everybody in front of us as I was trying to work him back towards the door.
Do you allow this
Cool, so I'm
bully?
gonna try and summon a
Yeah, no,
force
the combat is
5
over in my
count
eyes.
real quick.
Okay, cool. Yep. What for? Sorry.
5.
5, sure. I got 0 hits.
8.
I rolled all 4s. Yahtzee. I don't know.
Okay,
It's not the Yahtzee.
and I get 5 hits. So I got 5 services, and I'm
Yep,
going to say
You 2
assist
drain.
me with my. Yep, 2 drain.
Two.
I'm gonna say assist me with my healing. I must save this man. I soaked 2 drain. Yep, got 2 hits exactly. And then I'm going to so
Spirit lol, he did.
I don't know. People have come
No.
back from rail spikes through their fucking skull, you know.
Yeah, but they didn't critical glitch their body checks.
No, that's not good. That's the bad thing. It's your fault. Tom, for rolling like
You get
shit.
5 extra hits, by the way. 5 extra dice on your test.
okay. So I cast a
Got 5.
Force 6 heal test and try and save him. It does absolutely nothing because he's dead, but I'm like chanting and incantations and trying to save his
I
spirit.
mean, I'd assume like the skin is like stitching up and stuff like that, but it's not working. Like,
Well, if nothing else, it might buy a little time, though. They might think, hey, he's being healed.
No.
Yeah.
So then I'm basically just gonna go back to like CPR and like just
No, we
try
have
and help him.
His head is notably concave.
Yeah, I can fix this, guys. I can fix this.
Does that mean I can
Yeah.
become their new sensei? Can I
searched
assume
the drain
teaching?
from this thing.
so at this point, they kind of the chick that was crying over the old man kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and just says, "He's dead. Thank you. He's dead."
This is so. This is tragic.
It is actually tragic, yeah, and Yin starts to cry a bit.
Yeah, she's
not
crying
used
as
to
well.
people dying.
You can see the other people very solemn. Like, these men definitely respected this man. They're getting out the other patrons from the dojo at the moment. The people, they're asking questions like, who the fuck was that guy? Did you know him? You were with him? What the hell? Dennis and you guys have left, haven't you? You guys left?
Dennis is pushing me away.
Yeah, if
basically.
they didn't block me, I would have gotten him out and started
Yeah.
ushering him out, rushing him
Basically,
out.
they were basically just running to the old man to see what was happening, and the guys at the front door don't really stop you.
So all Yin's gonna do is like start doing like a traditional sort of funeral kind of thing to like help the spirit leave the body, or something. I don't know.
He
That
will go to
would
Valhalla.
future
He died
culture.
in battle.
Something Chinese and
crime.
thematically appropriate. Yeah, that's fine.
Thematically appropriate, and then she's just gonna say, he was Maximum Blade, and he's from the Doctor Fix It. Yeah.
Why are you lying?
Do you actually say that, Declan?
Yeah, Dr.
You're like, why are you making this shit up?
gang war, basically, and blame the attack on the Cyberdoc gang. Do you want to roll like?
Yeah, make a
I'm a
con check. Yeah,
dickhead.
Do I
Such
get
a
like
dickhead.
social bonuses because that
I
seems
will give you a plus
legitimate?
4.
Yeah.
Fucking
that seems
get on my level,
pretty
bro.
legit.
Fucking roll 18 dice.
I got 3 hits.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's
On
this is
5
kind
dice,
of, as you kind of say that. The chick, she's probably what, in her early 20s or late teens, kind of clenches her fist and says, "Very well then." She kind of stands up. I haven't seen him around before, but I guess he's a new recruit. Mr. Fix is he's fucked with us before, but he's not gonna fuck with us again. She shouts out, "All right, man. Get yourselves together. Get everyone to the dojo. Now."
And Yin's just gonna like slink away and realize, oh shit, what did I just say?
You started a gang war.
I said to Tom before the session went live, I'm literally going to have one thought in my head and I'm going to do it. I'm straight away going to do it. I do not care.
It's Maximum Blade.
So you guys have to build the plan around Maximum Blade.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So, my plan is, figure out what the other 2 gangs are, and then have a 3rd gang join in a 3-way brawl, and then kill them all. And the other gang just sort of win, like the one that doesn't get involved.
Maximum Blade can join in. Fun.
Yeah, Blade, you seemed to do pretty good at killing the master. Why did you do that?
Because I'm the strongest fighter in the world.
You could have like punched him in the guts. You didn't have to kill him.
I was aiming for the gut. He dodged into my fist.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he critical glitched.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
his dodge check was fine. It's just it wasn't 9 hits. He got 5 hits, but that's not high enough.
Yeah, that's a critical success.
Once we get outside,
Yeah, you guys have been out for a bit. You too.
yeah, I'm gonna tell Blade, you should get back to the office, and then I'm gonna slip away.
You can just scold me. You've been a very naughty boy, and I'm like, oh, what did I do? No, I'm still in kamikaze. No.
It's fucking
Alright.
definitely raging around out there.
Alright, so we're going back to the office. Alright. Did you say hastily? Do I run? Or
Well, yeah, it would be like get back there now because I want you out of sight.
get the fuck out of here now, fucking wanker. Alright. Alright, I'll bolt it as fast as I can then. I'll put my whole life into it.
Alright, bolt for it.
And then I'm gonna
11,
slip.
17.
Sorry.
I got 8 hits in my running check with hydraulic jacks.
You go ridiculously quickly.
Yep.
And you sprint. Push, 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 push. He is not stealthy. You'll be able to hear that from a mile away.
Yep.
God knows how much he weighs.
Oh, yeah, probably like 400 or so.
So once I see that he's starting to run, I'm gonna kind of slip away, out of way area, pull out one of my burners, and call my contact.
Yeah.
Noodle boy.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, eventually he'd pick up. I mean, probably do some sort of kind of code word confirmation or something like that, and then yeah, other than that, conversation. What you got to ask?
This is Nick.
How you doing, Nick? What do you got? To, what's the need for the quick call? Yeah.
There's looks like there's gonna be some shit going down. a little bit of a gang war. It looks like the treaty's over, or soon will be. Might be a good time to make a move.
Been looking to hit up that place for some time. Well, who's fighting who?
At the moment, it's the Depth from the dojo that's going to be going after Mr. Fix-It and his crew.
Yeah, Ling's crew. Mr. Fix-It, yeah, slashes. Alright.
I also have a new contact that's got some big plans. That's looking to partner up with somebody.
Interesting. What do you mean by partner up? Who was this guy?
He's started doing some business here, and he's got some big plans. He doesn't necessarily want to run the place, but he wants to be able to conduct his business and not have to worry about answering to these other gangs that are in the area.
Interesting. Well,
Apparently he's a fixer from the States.
Alright then. Well, look at it this way. I can't really say for myself. I'll have to confirm with the higher-ups. But make sure things don't get too out of hand. But I mean, keep the chaos going as well. I mean, have fun with it. I don't know exactly what you're doing, but continue what you're doing. Stay under cover. I'll need to confirm with the higher-ups about what we're going to do about this. And then I'll get back to you.
Sounds good.
Keep the on open.
Will do.
Alright. Then he hangs up.
Yeah, and once it's done, he hangs up as well and destroys it.
Sure.
Breaks it, stomps on it, and then scatters the pieces.
Done. Alrighty. So, now at this point, what is everyone doing wherever it's going? Maximum Blade is going back to Monroe. What are you guys doing, the other three?
I'm just going to send a message through to Monroe that events have been escalated due to poor handling of Maximum Blade, and now two of the gangs are probably going to go to war.
What the fuck do you run with me, I swear?
We have no choice. Here's the simple answer, because you're PC. Done.
Yeah, you feel sorry for me.
At this point, Monroe rings you up and is like, what the fuck is going on?
Maximum Blade...
Started a gang war. It better be with the gangs that we don't want to deal with. Alright? Who's fucking with who? What the fuck?
Basically, Maximum Blade went into the dojo and killed the old man, and then they blamed it on the slashes.
Holy what?
Yep.
Have you met with the other people? Have you talked to them? Do we even know what the fuck we're dealing with?
No.
Who we're siding with? No. Okay. We'll
Yeah.
try to do that really fast.
I know.
Right. Try to meet him, alright? We need to decide quick. We're on a deadline. I mean, we can go with either one of the warring gangs, and we can side with them pretty easy. I mean, if we got Maximum Blade on the side, hence I hide him, I like his muscle. But I mean, if we can't control him anymore, if this happens again, I might have to ask you three to personally remove him. Hopefully this doesn't happen in the near future. Now, try to get as much information, try to work out who you want to side with. At this point, I'll pretty much go with whatever you say. You're on the floor, all should be good. Alright?
We'll go with the others then.
And at this point, you hear this, as Monroe says Monroe out, a slamming as a door opens on Monroe's side as Maximum Blade enters. Probably like freaking breathing 1,000,000 miles an hour and like.
As I just chugged a fucking cigar just before, so coughing my guts off.
Monroe sees like, what the fuck did you do, Maximum Blade?
I became the strongest fighter in all of Hong Kong.
That guy was not the strongest fighter in Hong Kong at all.
What, really? Who is?
I'm not telling you who that is. You probably go run off and try to fight him. If I told you Lafleur was here to try to fucking kill you, I bet you try to fucking punch him up.
Of course I would. Loff is a pussy's name.
You're an idiot. You don't even know what that is, do you?
No.
Do you? Okay then. Do you know what a dragon is? And this conversation continues for some time
Yeah.
as we flash back to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're Monroe's problem.
Yeah, I know. It's like, wow, this guy's annoying.
It's like maybe I should get a choker collar or something.
Knock eject.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll be honest. I was checking my character sheet for Jet. I was just gonna jam you in the neck with it and be like, please let this work.
Okay, guys. So, what is the plan here? They're not immediately fighting. The dojo right now is getting organized, and they're getting together all of Ling's men to basically, whether or not they're just doing a frontal assault, who knows? Whether or not they're doing it today, who knows? You don't know. But they don't want to really fucking talk to you guys at all. They basically just threw you out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's none of our business now, so essentially.
So I think what we should do is stack the deck against both of them so they both get wiped out. If we can get another gang implicated into like a three-way.
I'll be honest, the main reason I wanted the adepts was the adepts seem like the least douchebaggy of all of them.
Oh,
and
they were
lovely.
lovely.
Kind of ruin
They were really nice dudes. And I was
Yeah,
like,
so-
Yeah, I know. Until
the
you
same
killed
way
their
I-
leader.
Yeah, in the same way, I still want to help them, but at the same time, I'm not sure that's possible anymore.
Yeah, their morale is crushingly low, and they're vengeful. Is that something you want to deal with? Yeah.
No,
Like, do you want
but,
them to be the survivors? That's the thing.
I'll become a sensei.
I don't think they'll follow
actually,
you.
fuck that. No, I don't.
Dennis?
After I make that call, I'm
Yeah.
going to start heading back to the office to meet up with the others, and I'm going to then, on my way, I'm going to call Monroe.
Yeah, sure. How you doing, buddy? Dealing with Maximum Blade here. I'm trying to keep him entertained. Anyway, what do you need, man?
So I'm guessing you've heard that things have gotten rather interesting.
Yeah, interesting is one way to put it. I mean, we can use this to our advantage. You guys just have to act fast. All right? So, I mean, get the lowdown. Do that we want to live. Make sure they live. Create a massive gang war. Have some fun. Shoot some people. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'm heading back to meet up with the others to figure out our next step.
Alrighty then. I guess I'll text on through to the other guys. I guess we'll meet up and then we'll work out what you guys are going to do. Or what are we going to do. Alright? Alright. So at this point, he texts everyone else just basically to reconvene at his office, and then we cut to that, unless you guys want something else that you guys are going to do. You're all good, guys?
Yeah,
all good.
I can't think of anything else.
Well, you're already there, Maximum Blade, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just fucking around.
Alright, cool. So, you guys are at the office at this point, and it's like, well, so, what have we learned?
Then we can't take Maximum Blade anywhere.
We can,
No,
but
we
make sure
can-
he doesn't punch the leader, the guy that we might want to work with in the face.
Trying to have him not do that is nigh impossible.
Mm.
We tried. We really, really tried.
Yeah, I don't think the kamikaze helped, to be honest.
You did drugs? What?
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's probably like a sweating mess.
Yeah, just like a fucking adrenaline swell. Like, I'm just like
Yeah.
boxing the...
Walks up to him and like touches his cheek, and then leans close as he opens his eye up, looking in his eye.
Yeah, he's
God
dilated
damn
his
it!
spot.
We need to start frisking him if we're going to take him to places like that.
No, it's actually
Wait,
inside
don't you
my
know
body.
that drugs can hurt? Especially you.
Yeah.
Especially old dojo dudes.
Yeah. I mean, I
He
do
was
take...
fucked up on kamikaze last time that we met up as well. Didn't you guys notice that? I think he's been taking kamikaze quite a bit. Just saying.
Yeah, last session I did, yeah.
Yeah, and you would have met Monroe when you're still on it.
So, their leader's dead. We got to decide if we want to try to throw in with them, maybe they'll be more susceptible to manipulation without their leader, or
We can't throw in
we
with
gotta
them. We have Maximum Blade.
Lots of
Maximum Blade actually isn't part of the Slashers.
Yeah, from what I heard, apparently, he's from the Slashes. Yeah, interesting plan. I like it. Good on toes. But now we kind of have to go with the Slashes. I mean, unless we ultimately, well, we have to wipe
Get rid of the
out
Slashers as well.
I was just gonna say.
No. Side with them would make a little more sense, at least when the rumors start flying around.
Yeah, I was gonna say, out of the groups that are left, that like without doing any actual investigation yet, considering who's left, I'd say the best people to side with as of now would probably be that Shadowrunner who's trying to set up shop because he at least can provide good armaments.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I feel a bit odd about the Shadowrunner because I feel as if he's gonna get ambitious. Actually, I'll do this in character. So that Shadowrunner, I don't have a good feeling about him. I feel that he might be a bit too ambitious, and well, he might not like working with Mr. Monroe. Or
The only
try
good
to...
feeling I had today was that that we were gonna have a good time at the dojo. That feeling was dead wrong.
Yeah. You just made her sad, like really sad.
Well, I mean, you could talk to him if you want.
Do we want to talk to him?
Well,
guys?
I'm just saying, if we can involve him in the current situation, perhaps make him think that the Slashers might be moving against all the leaders, then he will help take them down, and then the dojo is already primed to be taken out with their leader gone. That's the route
Oh
we
yes,
want to go.
just take Maximum Blade to slay one of every other gang's people. Good idea.
We're gonna take out each of their leaders' politics.
Well, no, we couldn't take him to the meeting if we're not posing as being part of the Slashers if we want to remove them.
This is what happens when you put a 4-year-old mind in a hulking body.
Yep.
I just wanted to be the strongest fighter in Hong Kong.
Alright. So, what's happening, guys?
Well, if we're going to slide with the Slashers, then we have to start making some moves to weaken the other groups.
You need to make some haste.
Because they'll going to be weakened by their showdown with the Adepts if we don't. Unless we just want to sit back and watch what happens, but I don't advise that.
Alrighty, well, get on doing it then. If you want to side with the Slashers, go ahead. Might want to talk with the leader, though. Just to fix it.
Shade? Is it Shade? Yeah.
Duh.
Shade, do you want to do the talking this time? Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a chance for it.
Nervous laughter.
That's the thing, I will pretty much listen to what Declan tells me to do. He's the authority figure.
Yeah, I think so. Like.
I like how Maximum Blade has an authority figure.
You know, like, I will basically obey most things you say. That's in, like, pretty much, yeah, you, like, because I knew you in America.
In America.
Yeah, in America. So if you, like, tell me to fucking sit down, I will.
Yeah.
I'll just be grumpy about it.
You just be grumpy about it, and then you'd be happy given I let you kill people.
Yeah, no, it's alright, you've earned your treat. Yeah, douche.
You're on your treat, no matter the whole room. What?
Thank you.
Right. So, you guys are going to head down to the basement where Mr. Fix's laboratory is?
Yep.
Yep.
Okie. So,
That sounds like a really bad TV show, Mr. Fix-It's Laboratory.
in the basement,
It's only worse.
in
His
Hong
name.
Kong.
He should be called Dexter.
So you guys head down there. eventually getting to the point where it's like the main basement entrance, and where there are several guards kind of standing there. One dude with a massive arm, like it seems to be like an oversized arm. It's not a human, but it's probably like an orc cyber arm or something like that. You're not too sure. As just kind of standing at the door. Like at his side, he's got a pistol, and you can see like this arm seems jacked up with something that probably pops out.
Yeah.
As it's kind of standing at the wait at the door, as you guys kind of rock up. He says, "What are you guys doing here?"
Here to see the boss, Mr. Fix-It.
And do you have an appointment? You to buy some wares? What are you doing?
Talking business. Interested in his operation.
So you don't have an appointment?
No.
As it looks at you stupidly. Oh. Well, you can't come in then. He's busy at the moment. Got some word some dude with swords for arms came and attacked another gang. And then apparently, and he's saying this, he kind of, and then starts his eyes travel towards Maximum Blade. He goes, "Wait, is that the guy? He fits the description."
God, Blade's arms. Like we said, we have
Nobody said
business
that.
with your boss.
Yeah, give me a sec. He pulls out his comlink kind of thing, makes a quick call, and then you can hear him start talking. He's like, "Hey, you know how you wanted to find out where that dude that killed Ling? Yeah, he's at the front door with a bunch of people. Yeah, apparently they got a business opportunity. Yep. Yeah, right. Cool. Yeah, you can come in, but the big guy's just out here."
Do you tell me to stay?
Yeah, you just wait outside, Blade.
Alright. I sit down and start playing with action figures.
Which probably perplexes the absolute fuck out of the guy.
Yeah, it does. He just kind of watches in fear and awe of the stupidity of the player.
Who doesn't watch in
And,
fear and awe of that?
You guys head on inside, and pretty much this seems to be some kind of converted, like, basement area. You're not too sure what it was before, but you can see that there are, like, you know, typical kind of surgery screens kind of up around the place. You can smell the, you know, the work that's been going on here. Tools don't seem to be particularly clean. You can see where that's kind of still got, like, that's been, like, not been cleaned, but not like 100% cleaned around the place in various different tins and stuff like that. Even a few beds, they seem to be occupied, but the sheets pulled over their faces. As you get taken down by by one of the guards. This guy doesn't seem to be chromed up in the arms, but one of his legs does. As he takes you round to the back, we see a massive troll right now with a surgical saw right now, doing some work on someone who's well, seemingly dead.
Yeah.
The outfit itself seems to be fairly that he's wearing seems to be like he's got a big schmuck like surgery thing, but it's obviously not made for a troll.
Yeah.
So he's getting blood in his normal outfit. He kind of looks up and pulls down his little mask and says, "Ha! Well, come in. Don't mind me, I'm almost done." As he says that, he's kind of tears off the cyber arm, picks it up and puts it down into a large platter, and then kind of slides the body on the table just to the side because it was on wheels. Leaning up against one of the walls. Yeah. He says, "Well, Mr. Fix-It. This guy's all troll. He's even got the nice big curly horns as well. Very pronounced."
Not very pronounced.
Just to go back real quick.
A bit.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
When we're first entering, as I go by Blade, I give him a light pat on the shoulder, and I stop in front of the guard in the door as I kind of straighten my jacket, my tie, and pointedly look back at Blade. I say, I wouldn't do anything to piss him off while we're gone, and I'll head and follow the others.
You're not my authority figure. Fuck you.
He's trying to become it, though.
Yeah.
Alright.
Dogs.
So, yeah, what do you guys say when you meet Mr. Fix-It then?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Fix-It. Your operation is rather well known around here. And rather extensive, I see.
It's not the nicest, but I mean, we got it. Now, apparently one of your buddies murdered Ling, and now they want to be at war with me, and it's because of you, and you want a business opportunity? I'm a little bit confused by this.
Unfortunately, our rather large, muscle-bound friend with swords for arms tends to be a bit of a habitual user of kamikaze and tends to lose his head quite often. Fortunately enough, he just lost his head around the wrong person that day. However... Hmm?
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
However, we were in the process of, looking to, I guess, invest into a gang, shall we say. We're rather new players on the scene, and we're looking to help integrate ourselves into the more local scene, but, well, we're not really a fan of these uneasy truces. As you know, it's been waning rather a lot of late.
Yeah, Mize has been making a move.
I see. Well, and we were looking into, of course, the operation at the dojo, but of course that all went a bit south when Maximum Blade decided that he would rather do some kamikaze for fun and kill the old man. So that went negatively. So that's at least one gang kind of weakened and out of the picture. So I wanted to see how your operation was, and I must say I'm rather impressed.
He just kind of laughs and he says, "It's a simple chop shop. We use what we can. Most of our surgical tools are power tools. We're
Mm-hmm.
not fancy.
No.
My men are chromed up because I made them that way. They protect me. I protect the area. It's not something I wanted to do, but I'm doing it now."
Was that?
D&I to Shade. Doesn't seem like they have much magical support. Perhaps you could use me as incentives? I mean, not like that, but staying on the team, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just because he said like he didn't see himself now he is. I'm just gonna ask him, why is that? Then
He just kind of straightens himself and he says, "I didn't come here to run a gang. I came here to run a chop shop. But then the gang in the local area, the slashers, started pressuring me. The leader started getting cocky, and he forgot how strong trolls can be naturally. I killed him when
makes
he tried to
sense.
attack me. When I wouldn't give him free chrome. Now I'm running the gang. I don't want it, but I'm doing it. This whole gang war thing is not something I want to bother with. I don't care. I just want to stay alive. I'll kill them if need be. My men will do it."
Hmm. And what about when the truce breaks with the other gangs, especially with my pushing the his limitations as already?
Oh no, it's probably already broken. For all I know, Mize has already sent someone here. Who knows?
Oh God, it could be us. Are we the people working for him accidentally?
No.
Now, I just want to know why you were peeking around at the Sheng Weis, and why the fuck you killed Ling.
Again, our companion is unpredictable and unstable. Would have rather it have not happened.
Now, were you over at the Sheng Weis trying to make the same proposition as you're making to me now?
I was not aware. And no, I was not. I was observing them to see how they were. After having a look there, though, they weren't exactly what we were looking forward to investing in. They were less of a gang, more of a collective. Much in the same way that you're a chop shop rather than a gang, but by proxy you run a much more gang-like atmosphere than their home sort of dojo.
Yeah, that's because my men know what they're doing. I trust them. Now, right, I mean, say if I side with you, what happens there? What are we doing? I mean, I'm going to be
What
defending
happens?
myself from the Shangways. That's going to be happening no matter what, but...
You get Blade from with that, to help you with that. Fucking hell, Tom. Breaking my
Shut up.
immersion.
Maybe he might have got a message on his phone. He turns the phone off.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, I mean, I wouldn't like checking out his wear. Not that I'm going to be taking it. I'm intrigued. Haven't exactly heard of people replacing their hands with swords.
It's rather extreme.
It sounds like that movie character. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that from that movie?
Yes.
Terrible movie series, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just does that to him.
Completely
He's,
depiction of cyberware.
yeah. He's a rather fanatic about it, and that's kind of the problem. He's not there. He's mentally unstable.
Tell you
I have
what,
limited degrees of control over him.
send him towards Myers.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with them. I could deal with the Shangways, no problem.
And we'll deal with the last of the gangs, because then it'll leave just you. And after that, we've got some further business we can discuss, and I believe we can have a profitable relationship where you can, well, run the chop shop you want, and perhaps we can help ease off the pressure of having to run the gang. Not taking over, of course, but helping ease their security.
He just nods. Says, fine with me. Now
Pleasure
you go
doing
deal with
business.
Myers, and then we'll talk some more.
No problem. A pleasure talking with you, sir.
Pleasure.
Just extend my hand.
Yeah, he shakes it.
Yep. Being courteous as ever.
Yeah.
And then head towards the exit with the guard.
Yeah. They take you to the exit.
Closest to the triggers. Come on, we're heading over to... Come on, Blade, we got places to go. People to eviscerate.
Okie dokie. So you guys ready to move on? What's your plan now?
Well... how does everyone feel about this scenario currently?
Uneasy? Does this guy... He doesn't look like the kind of guy who will stab you in the back. He seems pretty on the level.
Well, getting kind of just wanted to run a chop shop, but you know.
Yeah, I think the face guy is shifty because all faces are sort of shifty.
Well, he's already proven that his ambition is too much, and he's pushing the boundaries of his of it. So.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't really think we need the guy to get us arms and armor. I think Monroe's good enough with that. Besides, even if he isn't, we could just do Chubbs do it later anyway.
Yeah, it
So-
seems that this Dr. Fix-It would be less likely to interfere in our business once everything else is resolved. So he's definitely looking like the best choice.
Yeah. But yeah, as for the deckers, I'm not really sure. I mean, they mostly deal with counterfeits and BTLs. I mean, not sure if how worth it'll be seeing them, but for sure we at least know we've at least removed two of the gangs from the equation.
Are they very expansionist? If they just stay in their own little place and sell their own stuff, they probably won't be an issue. Hopefully.
The issue I have is that they mostly just deal with the matrix security around the beehive, like in their own sector. How big their physical presence is, and whether or not they're able to keep the same physical presence that would be able to keep the triads out, is debatable. I think only Mr. Fix-It's chromed up men are actually physically capable of keeping triad out after this is all gone. If perhaps the adept leader hadn't died, they probably would have been up there as well. But out of the physical powerhouses, I feel like the only ones that were really capable of keeping the triads out We're probably, well, those two. Mostly because I think Mai is probably trying to bring the Triads in. We're working a deal with them or something. At least one of them. It's too much ambition.
Yeah, but once we get rid of him, maybe we can get the Slashers and this Decker group to kind of join up as a coalition under Monroe.
That sounds like a good plan, especially if they're only interested in stealing wares and not necessarily interested in control. Uniform into the one gang.
Yeah, and once the other two gangs are eliminated, that would also be a little bit of motivation for them to join up, I think.
Yep.
Alright, awesome. Well, yeah, Mr. Fix-It wants you guys to go kill Mize, apparently, so it's up to you guys if you want to do that.
Yeah, let's go do that. I don't give a fuck. Do I have any better armor that I could be wearing for this job? No, I don't. So, it's time to go find Mize.
Alright, so you're going to head on to Mize's building?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna dismiss my plant spirit. Think it's for its services. Be very robotic in the whole bureaucracy of it, and then start doing some incanting, and try and summon a Force 6 fire spirit.
Okie dokie. I rolled 1 hit.
Cool. Trying to do basic maths. Shouldn't be this hard, but apparently it is. Alright, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and I take 2 drain.
Yes, 2 drain.
Yep. And I'm fine.
Okay, awesome.
Cool, and the optional powers, I believe, are God? And I'll get back to you.
Breath is one of them. Accident, I know there's a few of them. Fear, I know there's a bunch of them, the fire spirit heads.
Yeah, I'll just write them in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, basically you pick them, I don't really need to know. As long as it's to the rules, and I'm assuming you will be.
Bob's very to the rules, man. It's fine.
With the way things are laid out, what's closest to the southeast building? Is it the southwest building or the northeast building, or is it kind of an equal square distance?
Yeah, basically everything is equally just, like, they're pretty close to each other. Like, you can get from the southeast building, like, you can go north, like, to the northeast building, no problems. They're really close. They're only separated by small, like, wooden and metal makeshift bridges and stuff like that. Everything's pretty much even.
Which makes for great fight scenes in movies, that scaffolding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do we know what floor of the building that he usually operates on?
He actually operates on the top floor. This is Myers himself. He operates on the top floor. Yeah, that's it.
Moving on up.
So yeah, you guys are heading towards Myers is on the southeast. Alright, so you guys heading to the southeast, heading up to the top floor.
Yep.
Alright. So pretty much, because there's no elevator access, you guys have to take the stairs. Taking up the stairs, you finally get up to the area where the top floor is. And right there, there's like 4 guards. They're kind of sitting there,
That's fine.
like near the door. They've got SMGs. They're wearing massive, bulky armor jackets, and yeah, just kind of talking, hanging out, or whatever.
Wait,
when you guys
this
kind of
the,
come up here to this is Mize's place.
So this is my. Oh, I'm walking in with swords on already.
Nah, because I was just gonna get inside the actual thing first, and then we can kill him. Because then we can just kill him quick, and then.
Oh,
start killing
okay.
away
If you
at
told
him.
me beforehand, because if you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna rock up and I'm like, I'm
Tell
good,
you
ready.
beforehand,
Cool.
yeah.
All right, that's fine then.
I tell you that like there will be killing, just you gotta wait for it.
Okay.
Does there have to be killing? Can we not just
People die in war.
Fine.
We have to at least kill him, and everybody else get to make their own decision if they want to die or not.
Is there a way we can like humiliate him so he loses control of the gang?
Hmm.
Have a rap battle with him.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, really, I can't beat your rhymes. No, I submit.
So you guys gonna talk to the guards, or what are you doing?
Yeah. Just go and walk
Alright.
up.
You can walk up there and... Who are
Hello,
you?
we're here to see your boss.
What about?
Business.
Specifics. He's pretty busy at the moment.
Busy like you're busy being an asshole. I don't talk business with fucking grunts.
Who are you?
Someone who has no fucking time to talk to you. Let me see your boss.
He stands up. Then, if you can't tell me who you are, then you're not getting in. He's very busy at the moment.
I'm the guy who's gonna have my man. I'll have my friend here disembowel me. Disembowel you if you don't let me see your fucking boss. I'm gonna roll intimidation.
My friend
Sure.
would kill me in front of you.
I got okay. What's my limit? Shit. Okay.
You probably get like bonuses. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I'm wearing my suit and everything. I roll a lot of dice, so intimidate like fucking 8 hits. I actually got more hits on my dice, but I just couldn't keep them.
Yeah.
Your limit should be huge, shouldn't it?
My limit is 8, but like I got 11 hits, Bluey.
Yeah, no, like social limits are normally pretty big. What's your
No,
essence?
If I added my coat and stuff like that for social, then then I got 10. I can't
Yeah.
remember if it adds it automatically or if you have to remember it yourself.
Alright.
Yeah.
At this point, he's just like, yeah, fuck it. Just go in. Fuck off. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about this shit. He likes to keep... Yeah. He's just mumbling
Yeah.
shit, and he just lets you in. He opens the door.
Yep. Just coming in.
Alright, walking on inside. This is opening up into the actual whole floor. It looks like that this floor was like half done or whatever. So this place is pretty fucking open. Maybe it was for... Well, it wouldn't have been for studio apartments, but it fucking looks like one. It's not painted or anything like that. And around the place, you can see one area that seems to be a storage for like gun cases and ammunition and all that kind of stuff. And the rest, these Misers gang actually looks like it's pretty decent. Like this is what you'd expect of a street gang. Actually looks relatively organized. They look pretty well kitted out. The men are kind of around the place. Whether or not they're doing much is another thing. As you kind of barge in immediately, people are like, what the fuck's going on? Like, who are you guys? As they're kind of shouting, and like, this is a pretty large open area, and they're immediately like, who the fuck are you guys? What are you guys doing here?
Seeing the
How many
boss.
people?
In this room itself, because it's rather large, it's like basically the entire floor. I mean, you can't count exactly, but the people that are nearby are shouting at you, probably about 8.
We're here to see your boss. Where is he?
Down there, as they point,
Yeah.
down to the other side.
Yeah, start making my way through then.
Yeah, walking your way through. You can hear some whispers of like, who are these guys? Holy shit, that guy's fucking huge.
When am I getting my
Jesus.
swords for hands on?
It's up to you.
I
You
will Declan's giving the order.
know. You will know.
Declan's giving the order. Yeah.
Yin has her mask on, so yeah.
Yeah, nah. I've got like full on armor on, and my mask is just kind of pulled back.
I'm not bothering with that at the moment. Because these no one's gonna remember the face of no dead men can't tell their tales.
Yeah, I have distinctive style, so like
Yeah. Yeah, but you
Alright,
just
so you guys get up to the door at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and it's closed, and there's a guard in front of it.
We're here to see
Boss
boss.
isn't seeing
open up.
anybody, you're gonna have to sit down and wait.
Do you like fucking wasting business partners' time?
Apparently he doesn't have anyone on business. You guys shouldn't be here. At this point, you guys can hear everyone kind of around getting up, as you can hear like people getting off comlinks and stuff and looking at them. They're all getting up, pulling out their weapons, getting ready and cocking.
bang. Straight up.
Shade, do you want some help from our friend?
We come here offering free information and lucrative business opportunity for your boss, and his reaction is to not see anyone. I wasn't aware that your boss was such a reclusive, awesome idiot.
Apparently, the last people that you met up with got punched in the face and killed instantly, and he was an adept.
And you've got a whole room full of guys with guns. What's the matter?
Boss doesn't want to see you. He says he's got his own plans.
Like over DNI, like she'll go. Do you want my friend to help?
Communications is broken down, but we got inside. That's good enough for me. Just DNI. Just.
I was just gonna say, in the time they're
time.
talking, I'm just about like just replacing my hands and swords, like.
Yeah, pretty much all the dudes at this point are raising up their weapons. You guys are surrounded by 15 guys with submachine guns.
And I pop kamikaze.
Alright,
No.
give me a sec.
I'll be rolling addition checks very soon. I can see this coming.
Yep.
Is there a
All right.
place that like Yin can sort of like slink away and hide in?
If you guys are planning on combat, I'm just going to have to hold it here, because I think this combat might last a while, and it's going to go downhill into a spiraling shitstorm as you guys try to unify the beehive. Dennis has a game in pretty soon, so I think we'll cut it there. We'll wait till next session of Frags to Riches, leave it on a cliffhanger. They're surrounded by 15 people. They're ready to fight like crazy motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks for watching.